How's it going, everybody? Jared from Stewart's Tattooing Experience. Today I want to make some fake skin from a recipe I found online. I could only find two, and they were very older videos for sure. So I am going to try and make this a little better and explain it, tattoo it, and show you a little bit more about it. It says you mix equal amounts of cornstarch in the silicone, and then once you knead it together for so long, you'll add some of this CoverGirl foundation or whatever it is, and it will give it a little bit of color to it to make it look more skin-like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it all out, show you what I got. We'll knead it together a little bit, mix that makeup in there, knead it together, and then we have to roller wheel it. I forgot about it. That's why I got the parchment paper. I got another section over there to put over the top of it. I got these sticks to help it be the right thickness as I roll it, because I want it to be as flat as possible. So I'm going to do this. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so it looks like I got equal amounts. I'm going to take and open the silicone. I'm going to smear it over the top. I'll start mashing it together, or mixing it together. And once I get it so mixed, we'll add some of this makeup in. Alright, so we got it ready to mix. Put some on top. I'm gonna mix it all together. Alright, so we added some makeup. Truthfully honest, this stuff's a lot gooier than I thought. I might need to do some experimenting with it again. But we're going to mix this makeup in and see where it goes. I'm not sure if wearing rubber gloves is a good idea or a bad idea, or latex gloves, or whatever these things are. Alright, so this is as far as we're going to go. Could we mix it together a little better? I think so. It does become very untacky after a while and starts sticking to itself, pulling it right off the gloves. I got rid of the gloves and just went with my hands after a while. But I think we need to get it rolled out before it gets too solid, so we're going to give it a try. I think I'm just going to let it sit in this overnight. We will peel this back tomorrow when this dries and cures or everything. and we will see how well it works. All right, thank you. How's it going, everybody? Jared back with the fake skin. It's been a day. We let it cure. Definitely could have mixed it up more, as you can see. It does have a little bit of stretch to it. It's a lot thicker than I planned on, so that's one thing I'm thinking next time that I do, I'm going to try and just mix everything together at one time instead of trying to add the makeup last or a little bit later. And that way I can maybe roll it out sooner, get it thinner. The parchment paper, you might need to pull it off the night before. I don't know. I had some issues. It stuck to it pretty good. I had to just get it wet and rub it off. It finally came off. There's a little bit still on here, but it looks pretty good. So I just really want to just test a few lines. I do have a stencil that I want to do for my wife. So I'm going to practice it. It's this teddy bear right here. So let's just test some lines first. We'll put the stencil on here, see how well it takes the stencil. And then I'm just going to probably just do the stencil and then show you guys the after product of the stencil when it's done. So I'll just do it that way. So let's just try some lines first. That's one of my biggest problems with the other stuff that I had. And that it just smears so easily. Gets stained so easily is what I mean, per se. Did come off pretty good with the Vaseline. Lines in there though. I have to admit, it did pretty good there. It looks like it's holding ink pretty good. Pretty much as well as the fake skin that I bought, which was a rubber. This is a silicone, so I wanted to try it. This is my first try. I mean, I want to go back and do it again. This is with clear silicone. I want to try it again with white silicone and see how that goes. We'll do one more line, then we'll see how well it holds the stencil. Like I said, I'm going to do the stencil off this side and then show you guys the finished product. And then when I actually go to do this on the wife, then I'll film the video for that one. wanted to try a little bit of stipple shading real quick. Something I can get better at. It's not looking bad. Last time I did it on myself. I did a mushroom on my leg, and I think I just went too fast with my swipes. I need to slow that down. Keep that voltage up there. That way I can get the shading just to be a little more darker. I was spreading out the stipples too far and just not shading it fast enough. So really quick, I'm just going to take and lay down the stencil, let it dry, see how well it takes this stencil. Then I will just make another video in the future that explains this stencil tattoo that I get done. I'm not necessarily liking how it's taking this stencil. I'm going to clean it off and we'll come back at it again. Let's try this again. I'm not necessarily liking how this skin takes the stencil off. As you can see, it's a little blurry. Could just be how dry it is, how wet it is. I'm gonna go with it. I can see it for the most part. I will look at the picture that I got as I do this tattoo, but for right now I have to say that it does hold the line. It does come pretty clean. I mean, it still stains a little bit, but I bet I can get that off. It does do some shading pretty good for homemade skin with some silicone, cornstarch, and a little bit of makeup. I am pretty impressed. I'm going to do a video on the cost effectiveness of this, and like I said, the difference between white and clear, and try to figure out a good ratio for it, so that way that you know exactly how much cornstarch to silicone you need. This is just kind of a half-half look-see. I didn't really measure it all out per se, but it still worked out pretty good. I might have put too much, like I said, cornstarch. It dried up pretty quick, or cured pretty quick. So I will try less cornstarch next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'll show you this tattoo when it's done, and we will keep getting more videos made up for you. Please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.